Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
Penguins only live on one pole.
Happy Penguin Day!
Happy World Penguin Day, everybody!
Penguin mug.
Not penguin mug.
Spock.
We have a penguin book.
There's a penguin book.
Yeah.
Penguins hate stuff.
They do hate stuff.
Yeah, they really hate garden gnomes.
Really hate.
Yep.
And penguins really hate one thing.
One thing
What do
above
they
all
hate?
else.
You have to read the book to find out.
That's good.
Roped us in.
Yeah, it says penguins really, really hate one thing, ...
Ellipses.
Ooh, I do like a good cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger, it's in the book.
Because penguins and cliffs.
Oh no. Oh no. The show was going so well.
We thought it was going to be a good show, but then our producer walked out and started crying.
No.
Yeah, even the dog left. Look what you did. Move us on, Cameron. Save this show.
If you don't want to see
Desperately
penguins die, be sure to use the hashtag Geeks Corner. It allows you to carry on the conversation with us on Twitter. We can see your comments as the show is happening, and you can tell us fun penguin facts.
Because we definitely don't have any fun penguin facts.
Tell us fun penguin facts.
Fun penguin facts.
That
Also,
aren't sad.
that aren't sad. And then tell us things about the show that we're talking about currently.
Yeah, so since you're dressed like a penguin,
Kind of, I guess.
yeah, talk about this weekend. What did we do on Sunday?
Did we do? Oh, we got dressed up.
You
That
penguin
was
bound it.
that was pretty good. We did not penguin bound at the time.
That's today. That's penguin bounding
We
today.
did do a bit more rat bounding-ish, though.
Some of us did.
Yep, some of us did. Some of
Some.
us were chefs.
Can't all be chefs.
Sunday was Dapper Day, as I'm sure many in the Disney community know. And the three of us did a Dapper bound, a Dapper Disney bound of the
Were
characters.
we really a Disney bound?
Yeah.
Yes.
Weren't we a Disney Pixar bound?
Disney Pixar bound.
Yes, Disney
Sorry, I
Pixar
just
bound.
had to-
It just doesn't roll off the tongue as
No.
nicely. But yes, we did a Disney Pixar bound. And we did characters from Ratatouille. Mr. Daps
Can you say that with a French accent? please?
Ratatouille.
Which
Thank you.
every time anyone would say
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille on Sunday, Cameron would go. every time.
It's like a knee-jerk reaction. I can't help it. Mr. Daps portrayed Linguini. I was Emile, and of course the eponymous mouse, or rat, excuse
Yeah,
me,
Murat, thank you.
Remy. And we had a lovely time. It was
very
a very
nice.
good time.
What were some of the highlights for you for the day?
Oh
Or
goodness.
a highlight of the day?
I just love seeing everybody out doing stuff. I know that seems like a bit of a cop-out, but it's the best part about Dapper Day is just milling about other well-dressed people. Like that's I really enjoy being in that environment. It's very, very fun.
So we have to make a comment here because Steven over on Twitter is asking this question. Hashtag Geeks Corner. I don't understand ... Does Katie Bear 13 think that penguins are the same thing as lemmings?
Yes. I'm very confused.
I don't know the difference.
What?
I don't. No.
One
No.
swims.
Technically, both of them
We
swim.
also have a meme. Are
for
we
a
ready,
while.
Mr. Producer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Meme.
show this meme.
Show me the meme.
It says, something feels off here. Oh well, happy National Penguins Day.
Woo!
Oh. There we go. It works.
Did I do it right? Yep.
Yeah.
We don't have a monitor tonight. We had a few technical difficulties, so we're good to have sound.
Sound.
So we chose sound over
yes.
You can hear us.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite outfit you saw during the day? I mean, I know which one pops into my head right off the bat.
Go
That
for
would
it,
be
then.
The girl with blue hair that was Small World.
Stole mine.
Oh yeah, they were
Steal it?
really good.
She hand painted. She bought a white dress and a white round purse. Painted Small World the attraction on her dress, and then painted the clock face on her purse.
It was ridiculous.
It was so well done.
It looked like it was printed or something.
Yeah, there
Like,
was-
It was so perfect.
Yes. I do have another one.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
There was a big group, and I don't exactly know what her group was. I saw her. She was fairy godmother. She
yeah, that
had
was
a
a good
very nice, like half cape that was very well
I
done.
think she's in my article.
Yeah, she is actually in your article on dapsmagic.com, where you could see a collection of dapper
Good plug.
people. it was very, I believe Jenny and I both commented on how very well done and sophisticated it came off, and it was very nice.
Yeah, it was very classy.
Yeah.
I had a lot of beard envy all day. I have a respectable beard, but there was some impressive facial hair going on.
Very
There was one gentleman in particular, I know he's been photographed in a lot of the Dapper coverage, that had like the perfect like salt and pepper white mustache with like beautiful like loops on the sides, and I
We
felt
talked about him, didn't we?
I think we pointed him out. He had a top hat with him. It was
We started talking.
brilliant. Also, shout out to Phyllis Herman was out. I believe she's doing Ladybug. Though Phyllis looked fantastic, the shout out is not actually for her. It's for her compatriot that was with her doing a Heimlich bound.
Yeah, that was really
which
good.
I didn't think
Really
was
good.
possible, and it looked fantastic.
Yeah, it
So
was absolutely fantastic.
kudos.
Phyllis every year always.
Oh yeah, kills it.
Yeah, always gets it with the Disney bounds.
It's kind of like, why even try? Because she's just going to take it to the next
Well,
level.
yeah,
Destroy it.
exactly.
Yep.
Like, I think she wins.
I'm pretty sure
no
she's the
matter what it is.
queen of Disney bounding on Dapper Day.
It's fair. It's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Crown.
Crown. Well done.
Crown away.
You have our vote of confidence.
Yeah, is that. You can see some pictures of Dapper Day up on the website and have fun with it. And the next Dapper Day, I believe, is November 5th. Are you
Yes.
impressed? I remembered that.
That's
No
very
doubt.
good.
I'm very proud of you.
And
It's on the
then-
5th of November.
And then April 22nd
Remember.
next year will be the spring.
Yay!
So you
Very
can
good.
plan way ahead if you like.
I'm
to go to-
planning.
We're gonna plan much harder. We did a good job this year. We're gonna try to double down.
We're already planning.
Yep.
Also, Miss Bailey, see, I was wearing red socks instead of red Converse.
Yes.
Because it turns out it's impossible to find red Converse
We looked.
in my size.
Yes.
We looked for probably a month and a half.
It was very sad.
Yes. So we did have that thought.
There were
but we
red
had
socks.
to result to. Or we had to result.
But it worked.
Get socks.
And Linguini has been seen in black shoes. I believe we've determined that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say?
What's your shoe size?
9.5.
I'm gonna find them.
You can.
Our producer is currently trying to find
you do
red
that.
shoes to prove him wrong.
I'm gonna find them.
You should have found him 2 weeks ago,
Should've
and then.
texted me 2 weeks ago.
There's a lot of hostility on this side.
Yeah.
We have a couple of penguin facts, by the way.
Oh, penguin facts.
Yes.
Where were they?
From Love W. Disney.
Love W. Disney.
Happy Penguin Day. Fact number 1. Emperor penguins breed and raise their young mostly on fast ice.
Not slow ice. Everybody, don't get it
Okay,
twisted.
remember that. Fast ice.
Fast
for
ice.
Emperor penguins.
Okay.
And
Laura
then-
Jackson has one too. Go ahead.
Yep. An ancestor of the penguins we see today survived the mass extinction of the dinosaurs.
That kind of scares me. Speaking of dinosaurs, we're going to drop this in just
Go on.
because it's
I-
really cool.
I was hoping.
Just found this out earlier tonight that Jeff Goldblum will be in Jurassic World 2.
We are truly blessed.
If I had little to no hope for this movie, which is not true, I'm actually somewhat excited about it. There's no way it can go wrong now.
No,
Yeah.
Goldblum is involved, and he's going to be
Like, it
Malcolm.
could be a-
Malcolm be praised.
It could be a terrible movie, and I won't care.
Exactly.
I mean,
if it is terrible, it's going to be better.
And
Like,
I heard there's also going to be an underwater scene with a dinosaur and a submarine.
Yes, we talked about this on Sunday.
yep, I'm so
Yeah.
I'm
But
so
there's
on
that
board.
Big underwater.
Thing that like
I
does
forget the name of it at the end of Jurassic World.
It does. It goes like
Leopardon?
that.
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
that's a megalodon. That's I think.
So if anybody knows what the underwater
the big-
The
dinosaur
one that
is, let us know.
exactly the one that does that.
Yeah.
Why?
Let's just hope that Malcolm isn't on the submarine.
Of course, I hope not to. But
We must save him at all costs.
I wonder how many times they're going to do like cheesy throwbacks to his original. Like, is he going to do the?
Is he going to say must go faster? I
I
feel like that's the line he made.
Is it bad that I won't care?
No, it's weird,
No,
but like I'm totally okay
Because
with that.
normally I'll care and I'll be like,
String
"This
theory.
is
Do you think He's going
terrible."
to talk about string theory.
You can talk about chaos theory.
Yeah, or chaos
Yeah.
theory, yeah.
He's gonna do the drop thing. Like I think they'll do
I hope
like
not.
no, they're gonna cut away from it. It's like he's gonna be in conversation like in the background, and you're gonna
know
see him like
what'd be
take out a
really
glass
funny?
of water or something.
Because that's his thing.
Yep.
You know what'd be really funny, though? Is if they have a tagline name for this, Jurassic World was the last movie, but maybe this one's Jurassic Water or something, I don't know. But wouldn't it be great if just for you,
Just for me.
Malcolm is the one that says the title of the movie in the movie? How would you handle that when your favorite
Oh.
does that?
Goodness.
brilliant.
I think I would be sick. But like in a polite way. Like respectful.
Respectfully sick.
Well, there's going to be... Here's the thing. It wouldn't be the title because there would be a... for like 5 minutes in between the two words. So, like, there'd be enough space.
That's going to be right there.
Jurassic World. We're in a Jurassic World.
Another penguin fact. Penguins swallow a lot of seawater while eating, but they excrete it by sneezing. Thank you.
Oh, no! Little penguin saltwater sneezes! Oh.
That got a much better reaction than I was expecting.
So
to be
cute.
completely honest. All right, let's
Ocean.
move back to Disneyland.
Disneyland. I like Disneyland.
I've heard of it.
Yes.
I'm familiar.
Geeks Corner, they were so busy wondering if should they get Goldblum, they didn't ask if they should get him.
Yeah.
Did I read that right? It should be... Yeah, I guess it works.
You get Chris
Should've been
Pratt, you
could
take
if
off
they
his shirt,
could
and you're
get
slapping him on a
Goldblum,
lunchbox.
then they- Yeah, it didn't. One more penguin fact. Penguins mate with the same mate for life. Thank you, Laura.
Yes.
That is very accurate. I knew that one. But over at Disneyland this last weekend, I guess last couple of days, they've been testing Wi-Fi at the Disneyland Resort.
Internet!
That's right. So now, as you go about your day at the Disneyland Resort, you will hopefully be able to connect and not kill off your battery like you guys did on Sunday.
Yep.
Trying to connect to AT&T's network that wasn't being so kind to.
That's very accurate.
It did not like
You know
me.
what? Some of us had zero problems with our T-Mobile phones, but that's okay.
Cameron was having more problems than
I was having a miserable
I
time.
was
for
like,
a while
my
there.
phone
Miserable.
is
You said it was
fine.
being slow, but
I've split
Wi-Fi.
feelings about this.
so go ahead since you,
I am divided on this.
so you have a question mark. Why?
Yeah, Wi-Fi. So on one hand, I do like that for folks like us that go to the parks pretty consistently, and we use our mobile devices to take a bunch of pictures, upload stuff, and do internet things as part of it. It'll be nice for us. What I worry about, and this is my biggest hesitation with them bringing in Wi-Fi, is that
Pokemon.
yes, Pokemon. Well, in general, taking away from the Disney experience.
Well, did it do it in Florida?
What's that?
Did you find it took away from the experience in Florida when you were there?
A little.
I thought it enhanced it, but
It really depends on perspective. I think if you have say a younger kid with a family, it could be prone to distraction. I mean, it's giving an opportunity to pull away from the location that you're in. That's my biggest hesitation with it. Now, it is convenient. I can see its usefulness, certainly, but I just worry about anything that's pulling away from just being there.
So the question, does losing your battery do the same thing, though?
No, because if your phone dies, you're not thinking about it.
I know lots of people that we go to Disneyland with, that the moment their phone gets under, say, 30%, they spend the rest of the night babying their phone and stressed out that they're not going to be able to.
We need to disconnect more people.
Okay.
And I work with technology for a living, but just...
But when you go to Disney World and are there at park opening for a 9 o'clock opening,
Yeah.
and are not plugging into a battery because you're on Wi-Fi until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Then you're just on your phone doing internet things.
No, I think I use the
it's
same
great.
amount of internet as I normally would. It's just my battery lasted.
Yeah, but you're a person with boundaries and reserve. What about people who are hopelessly addicted to their mobile devices?
They're going to be hopelessly addicted whether
Yeah.
there's Wi-Fi.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's enabling them, is what I'm saying. It's enabling their addiction.
What do you think, Katie?
I don't agree with that. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't.
With which one?
With Cameron.
Oh, okay.
Which one? Like an object?
Well, I didn't know if it was me or you or what.
I don't agree with either of you.
Okay.
I have my own
That's okay,
opinions.
too.
No, I feel like you said, someone said, where was I going with this?
You're on Geeks Corner. It's a show. We're
Sorry,
happy.
who am I?
It's happening right now.
No, the people who are addicted to their phones anyway are going to be on their phones whether there's Wi-Fi or not. If you look around the parks, there's already people playing Pokemon Go. We saw some girl on her laptop the other day. It's the image that does come to my mind that would be hilarious if suddenly both Starbucks were taken over by hipsters, which
It'll happen.
is hilarious to me. They're like, I'm just reading my screenplay, like, don't talk to me.
Angled out so people can see what they're writing. Just...
But yeah, they're like, it's just a little project, it's whatever. But I think that there's people already have their own personal hotspots. If they're really addicted to the internet that much, they have their ways where they're gonna have Wi-Fi no matter what. And I think it's a very nice offering to general guests.
General guests.
General.
Thanks, how many by the group?
That was really good.
Sorry.
So just by a show of hands really quickly, raise your hand if you think this is a good thing for the Disneyland Resort.
I still think it's a good thing. I'm just arguing.
Okay.
That's what you like to do.
I do like to argue.
Okay. I was just
Spoilers.
curious. Pretty much everybody raised their hand, but do you think, like, is there any really downside to this?
I don't see a problem.
It's going to be ultimately a good thing. It's the age we live in. I was just playing Angel's Advocate.
And I think with the whole
That's
kids...
the debate right there.
Kids liking their iPad too much, you just tell them Disneyland doesn't have Wi-Fi. Your kid's not gonna know.
We had an interesting comment on our post on Daps that some dad was like, well, my kids have Wi-Fi enabled devices and they're not cell phone devices or whatever, or cellular devices, and he's like, now I feel like I can let them go on a ride and I can sit out front without worrying about them.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And
yeah,
that was an interesting thing of I was like, well, okay, that works.
Yeah.
And you know, my niece and nephew have, what are they, iPods or something? They still make them.
Yeah.
That don't have cellular, but they have Wi-Fi. So
but that's so interesting of the world we live in. I mean, when Disney designed the parks, the hub and spoke model for the center of it was meant to be so that like families would have a place to go, be centralized, and send their kids off to go on a ride or a certain aspect of the park, and be able to come back and meet them in a central area. Now we are so in need of something to let them know where we are. We can't just say meet here at this time.
No. That's also the nature of Disneyland now. That was also 1955 when Disneyland was not the empire that it is today.
It's true.
Nowadays, I couldn't even tell you guys that I was sitting in Town Square without having to explain where I was, and the blue hair was not enough.
We still
You guys, and I was still trying to explain where I was, and you guys could not find me because Disneyland is so flooded with people that it's not realistic to be like, oh, well, just meet me over here.
In our defense, we hadn't read the text message.
Nope.
That's true.
We did not have all of the
Penguin
information.
fact, another one. It's not actually
Penguin fact, another
but,
one.
The smallest penguin is a little blue penguin, which is only about 16 inches tall.
I'm blue.
Thank you, love Walt Disney.
I'm blue, and I'm small. Small penguin.
Another one. The newest penguin at the Aquarium of the Pacific is named Admiral Fancy Pants.
Yep, Admiral
Thank you,
Fancy
Laura.
Pants.
Laura, I love that. I just want you to know.
The smallest penguin only weighs 3 pounds, and they are called fairy penguins.
Small.
I don't know. That's what I read. Wait, we need to disconnect more people, or we need to disconnect more people?
Yes.
Is there supposed to punctuation?
Was there a comment?
Syntax? I don't know, was there?
Thank you, Stephen. That was fantastic.
We need to disconnect more people. You need to wake up. This isn't real. You're in a coma. Take the red pill.
Let's move over to Disney California Adventure. Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tells No Tales now has a preview that's, I don't know how long it was, 10 minutes or so.
Yeah,
About
10.
time.
Yeah.
It's 3D, it had 4D really.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the Muppets, unfortunately, but we went and saw it this weekend.
It would be weird if it was.
I was spending the entire time waiting for Kermit to show up. I was like, I was told Fozzie would... No? Okay.
They just have
Waldorf and Statler sitting there
post all
making
of
comments.
those.
I was having the exact same thought.
Like, it doesn't matter what the preview is, they're the ones that start it. It'd
Yeah.
be great.
There doesn't need to be a cast member with a spotlight. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Go ahead. So what do you think of the preview?
I enjoyed it. Full disclosure, my wife loves pirate films more than pretty much any other film. So I was already going to enjoy the experience. But I feel like this is, and there is an article up on dapsmagic.com that gives you all that you need to know that was written by a very handsome overall gentleman.
Tyler didn't write it.
I know, right?
Tyler, nice overalls.
Yeah, solid overalls.
It's a really
on
like
camera.
nice neon pink.
I didn't know you could put feathers there.
You just tried.
So there
Moving right along, Fuzzy.
there's a great it's fun. It's a fun little romp.
It's a fun little romper.
It's a fun little romp.
It's a romp.
It just covers all of it.
Here's my question for you. Without going into what happens in the preview, did you have any problem with suspended disbelief?
Only
Or
the
suspending disbelief.
only the brief moment that you see young Jack in that preview.
That was your only moment of suspend.
No, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous films. So you have to accept
I
ridiculousness.
think they're reaching a new level.
Oh
of
yeah, no, it's
ridiculousness.
way over the top. But like, it was still
'Cause
fun.
it had a place I thought of going for ridiculousness, and then they went 10 miles further
Yeah.
with it, literally.
But at that point, I'm still like, this is fun. I was never like, I think the entertainment overshadowed how absolutely crazy what was happening on the screen was.
Yeah. I have to agree. We're dealing with, for once,
I know, right?
Don't get too excited. We're dealing with dead pirates,
Penguins really
for
hate
crying
garden
out loud.
gnomes.
Penguins do really hate garden gnomes.
Yes.
Penguins really hate when you interrupt me. Thank you.
Sassy case.
So, yeah, you're going to get a hashtag.
There's already so much, like Cameron said, there's already so much so many ridiculous things happening that I had no problem with the way they went in the preview.
Mm-hmm.
I actually quite enjoyed it, and
I did too.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good time. Like, at no point was I like checking my watch, like, is this over yet? Can I go? And as you guys know, I'm never much of a Pirates person, so
It
that was
kind of
good.
reminded me of some of the old westerns, which is
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of a weird.
Well, I
place
think
to
I think
go.
it was filmed. I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but it looks kind of like 5 Points at Universal Studios.
It does.
I'm
Alright.
wondering if they filmed it in the old Western lots because that's what it
But
looks
even
like.
just the feel and the pacing of it kind of had that old
Yeah.
Yeah.
lift from
Totally.
it. And so predictions on how the movie will be
Oh, it's gonna be fun. I think it'll be good.
do you think it's going to be received?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You don't think they've overdone it?
No. I don't think they can.
Katie does. Go ahead.
There's zombie sharks. I'm sorry. What?
They've just done so much that I think the people in the audience that consumes Pirates of the Caribbean films is going to enjoy this and they're going to have a great time.
You got to get them in the seats.
Yeah, and I think
They've
that
got Johnny Depp. They're coming. Like,
they've got Johnny Depp, they've got Orlando Bloom, and did they
Is Johnny
just...
Depp still a huge draw?
yeah.
Did they
For
just...
the people who like those films, which is
Well,
what we're
how
talking
did the
about.
second Alice do? I thought it did terrible.
But for Pirates.
For Pirates.
Pirates, he's a staple.
Yeah. And Orlando Bloom and Onion is delicious as well. So, I
And-
mean,
And Keira Knightley.
I was going to say, then they just
Keira
confirmed
Knightley,
Keira
actually,
Knightley.
I think some of the...
tertiary characters are
Yeah.
a bigger draw.
So I feel like that will
me
get
at
them in
least.
the seats, but I feel like for most people, it'll be an okay film, but they won't have the depth. And for the Pirates fans, they don't need the depth. They just would like fun and pirates and...
And explosions.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Javier
Bardem.
Yes.
as a villain. He is
He's
fantastic.
great.
Yeah.
I loved him in... What James Bond was it? Was it Skyfall?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it was Skyfall.
Yep.
He's great.
That was the first one.
He's
we saw
really
in
good
the
at
IMAX,
playing
remember?
bad
That was
people.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, he's a creepy villain.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. He hosts the preview, and it was kind of weird when he started speaking as himself.
Yes.
Welcome to Pirates Corner. I'm Javier.
Yeah, you know.
I got a comment.
Yeah, what's your comment?
Did you learn nothing from the Doctor Strange preview and spoilers? Just throwing that out there.
I'm gonna
Because
actually
you
give you.
all swore off of seeing these things after.
Yeah,
the
but we
Doctor
had
Strange
to
preview.
because we knew we were going to talk about it tonight. My interesting thought on this preview is it gave away nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost nothing.
For once.
So I actually think Disney learned something from
They watched the show
the
clearly.
previews. Huh?
They watched the show clearly.
Yeah.
I see they're
they-
watching
they do.
hashtag
They
Geeks Corner.
totally
Thank
watch
you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. What you see is probably the first, 7 minutes of
30
the movie. Like,
Probably.
but that's fine.
Penguin fact: a group of penguins on land is called a waddle.
A waddle?
Yes. Thank
Waddle.
you,
Waddle.
Disney. Did I get that right? Okay. Well, you're right there, so I thought I'd make sure I got it right since everybody second guessed it. Continuing on with movie news, Star Wars Episode 9 and Indiana Jones 5 each got their release dates today.
Will they hold to them? It's a weird release date for
Yeah.
episode 9.
That's what I was thinking.
Do you think they're going to stick with it?
No.
I think they gave them as
It's
a
May
safe,
24th, 2019.
Yes.
yeah, which is more like the original release dates. I mean, they always had summer releases for those, spring, summer.
Well, wasn't Force Awakens originally in May, and then they kicked it back?
And they
To
kicked it back,
December.
yeah. I think that might be their safety net. I mean, they put that because they can totally do a summer release as a summer blockbuster with that. But if all else fails, they can push back to December and just be in line with everything they've
Yeah.
done. And I think it's almost exactly a year after the Han Solo standalone. So, I mean, they're just giving themselves the correct ample spacing.
I'm
Yeah.
curious what's in the slot in the winter that they're trying to keep open.
Right, yeah.
Because to me, the only reason you'd move it up to May is if you've got something else that you want in that Christmas slot. And
Are they going to do another holiday special? Are they going to do another holiday special?
Frozen 2 was announced, the date also today, and I'm not remembering what that was off the top of my head.
It was 2019, though?
November of 2019.
That's why.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yep.
They don't want to
Don't compete with their own numbers. Yeah.
Because then there's the two biggest franchise.
November 27th.
27th? Yeah.
Do you think, because they kind of have done a striated release on opening nights for these things, and I believe the latest Fast and the Furious film just overtook Force Awakens for their opening night numbers. Mm-hmm. Disney's all about the credibility of getting those big numbers. Do you think they're going to push for an international simultaneous release?
Very possible.
Because there's no way that Force Awakens wouldn't have beaten that if, say, like China had been released on the same night. But
yeah, it was a much bigger movie.
Yep.
Indiana Jones 5 is coming also. Mm-hmm. Katie is now an expert in Indiana Jones, having watched 2 of 4 movies. What do you think of them first?
Oh, I really liked them.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was actually really good. And then the other day we were in the car and you were like, oh, what's this song from? And I was like, well, actually, it is from the beginning of Temple of Doom when she was singing it in Chinese. Thank you very much. So I was very proud of myself because I've actually been retaining the Indiana Jones information.
Yes.
She's doing her homework, and that's a very good thing. So, 5th Indiana Jones film. 1, we know that Harrison Ford is returning.
Good.
2, is this a good idea?
Depends how much LaBeouf is in it.
They didn't say anything about him. I'm hoping he's not in it.
I hope he's gone.
This is the first Disney version.
Right, and I feel like they've been hitting things the right way.
Yeah. I don't know, man, because the one thing that I will give Crystal Skull that they did well, that I don't know how you come back after, is that they tied up the relationship from the first movie.
Yeah.
And I
but
thought,
now what do you do with it?
right, like, how do you carry that on? That's my question.
You've taken away one of the big consistent plot storylines, I guess is a better word.
Yeah.
Of each Indiana Jones movie is always the love thing. What?
I think you just make it a classic Indiana Jones film. Like, don't worry about, oh, here's a kid. Just go, cool, come on over, Professor. Just do it.
But there has to be the inciting incident for Indiana Jones. In every film, there's a reason for him to go and do what he does, and it always relates to everything that's happened
And
to
we're
him.
now probably in the 60s.
Can I be the kid?
Yes. Sure, Dr. Jones, don't worry. Lean on things. Fall
Come on,
over.
short boy.
That would actually make sense as if they had some, like a teenage or a student or something that's doing the legwork for him instead of son.
Yep.
I feel like that would be an easier...
Student would be, I think, the best. And considering the direction of going, a young female actress doing this role would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
I'm available.
Jennifer Lawrence.
How good are you with whip?
Which?
Oh, perfect. 100%.
A real one? No.
Well done.
But
It can hurt.
There's an app for that.
So it's being released July 10th, 2020. So we got 3 years for that.
will hindsight be in 20?
Dang it, I was going to make that joke.
Yeah!
Oh!
Oh! I am
so
on it!
Indiana Jones 5. How old is Harrison Ford?
Much.
Many.
Yeah.
72? So he'll be 75.
Yeah,
So he'll be 77.
Higher audience.
Oh, man, he's getting up there.
77.
No.
Is this a good idea?
I'm scared.
They have to put him in a Henry Jones Sr. role. Like, they have to do something like that.
I feel like it. I'm
They-
just
they-
curious what they do. Is he going to go on an adventure with his grandson? Or
Well,
what?
he's older than Sean Connery was when they were filming those movies.
Yeah.
Like,
But he still looks young.
Well, what I'm really scared about, and I shouldn't even say this, so no one come back to haunt me if something happens. He's very fragile, and he's had a lot of near misses lately. I'm very scared that
I wasn't
Indiana
gonna
Jones
bring that
5
up.
is
I
Is he
had
fragile?
that
He
also.
crashed a plane and is still fine.
But I'm saying, after a plane crash, you can only be so fine.
He's Harrison Ford.
That's true.
But he also missed the runway.
That's true. I'm very
He's not even
scared.
flying a plane.
What
in
if
this.
he's... Because he's never done that
They're
before.
like, Harrison Ford, you can fly, right? You got this.
Not anymore. You remember what happened last time, Harrison Ford?
hey,
Why,
it's,
yes,
guys,
no,
Not on the golf
no.
course. why
it's
not?
okay. He's built Ford tough.
Oh my god.
I got a place with a thing.
God.
No door slamming, please.
Dogs, like, what's going on?
Can I make a quick interjection?
No.
About that? So,
Speak up.
in reference to the previous film, they did reference his age a lot and make fun of the fact that he was getting older. So I feel like
That
if
is
they
true.
keep that tack, they can do really well with that and be okay.
But they've already... I feel like they've already worn that out. He's getting older.
But I mean, they're not trying to hide it. They're acknowledging it. You know what I mean?
But you can only do that so you can't carry a whole movie on that
No,
thing.
I don't mean it needs to be the same joke running on, but they can just still... They're not hiding it.
Yeah, I think they've acknowledged his age, and I think they've already done that, so I think it'll just be moving forward with that. My question is, what do you do with all of that? Like, they pretty much set him up to be done and just kind of live the...
He had his ride off in the sunset moment already,
Yeah, it's done. And so where do you go next with the story?
I mean,
That's
there's
what
got to be
just don't
something
know.
intriguing enough to pull the professor back in. Like, he has to be interested enough.
So, final question on this movie, and then we'll move on to whatever it is you have. Does she live?
The love interest?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can.
I think she has to be dead before the movie
Yeah,
starts.
we'll pull... dang it, you haven't seen 3. Yeah.
No, you don't even have to reference 3. I think his wife is dead before the movie
Yeah.
starts, and then something pulls him into an adventure.
Yep.
You're fine.
Was I allowed to be listening?
I'm more curious to see what...
Oh, you're talking about 4, not 3.
Yeah, they do... Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
okay. We've completely confused it now, so it's
I've
okay.
seen 1 and 2.
I'm more curious what historical context they're going to pull from. Because, I mean...
They've already hit...
They've hit the kind of Aztecian, Mesoamerica...
I sure hope they don't
Part-
go for space.
But they've already done aliens.
Space.
No, I mean the moon.
Oh, no. No. If they involve the 1969 launch or anything that happens before that, because they're in the 60s, poor decision. Disney?
Could do.
No.
Leave
What about
JFK out
Cuban
of
Missile
this.
Crisis?
Leave
See, they could have a
JFK
lot
out
of fun
this.
with that.
That could be interesting.
That could be really fun. That would be
I
very
could see
interesting.
something with that.
That could be interesting.
Okay, with that, we're going to leave Indiana Jones for now until we have more details on this movie. Continue to watch Daps Magic for updates, because we will have them as we get them. But now I have to ask what it is that I'm about to...
Things! Hi, friends.
friends.
Mr. Cam Jackson from the popular show Geeks Corner.
May I have a moment of your time?
Wait, one more penguin fact.
Penguin fact.
Like other birds, penguins have tiny spikes on their tongues to help catch slippery fish.
Like cats.
My cats.
Go ahead.
It is World Penguin Day.
It is World Penguin Day. Speaking of segues, it is World Penguin Day, ladies and gentlemen. We wanted to have a little talk about penguins
If you.
and the fact that there are holidays coming up, also related to penguins.
Yes.
As many of you know, Mr. Daps is a huge fan of penguins, or waddles of them, I believe is what we've learned, and their spiky tongues and their groupings and such. So there are a couple of holidays coming up in the Daps household. So we, as a Geeks Corner tribe,
Waddle.
Geeks Corner
I
waddle.
thought you were going to say Trident there for a second. I'm like,
As a
oh,
Geek
you're
Corner
going
Trident.
into that
This
time, huh?
Yes, a Geeks Corner trip. We have decided to have a gift for young Mr. Daps here. We are sending him after penguin breeding season, which is currently now. So little baby penguins are on their way. But once that is finished, we have a present for you. We are going to be sending you and a special guest, which lives in your household, to the Penguin Experience at the Aquarium of the Pacific, where you will get to meet face to face with real live penguins.
That is cool.
That's for your very, very merry not on birthday.
Nice.
So it's a little bit early, but we
Thank
figured
you.
it was appropriate for the day.
That's awesome.
Yes. So we
Thank
will
you.
we will have footage of this happening and things, but yes.
I won't be dressed like a penguin, but we'll be glad for you.
Yes.
Yeah, never mind. Called
Do you
off.
see this mug?
But yes, so Aquarium of the Pacific, we're gonna go meet maybe Admiral Fancy Pants and his crew.
Admiral Fancy Pants.
Yep.
That's awesome. Thank you. I'll let you finish drinking your coffee, and that we are running out of time tonight, so you interrupt me at this point.
Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We do suggest you go to thegeekscorner.com to see this and all of the other episodes we have done. You can keep caught up with everything that's happening in Disney and beyond, all of the geeky things, as well as see some of the ridiculous things we've done in the past. It's not just current news, it's also fun things.
Join us over at dapsmagic.com for our opinions about things, for the general Disney news about what's happening. Mainly our opinions on the... Was I talking?
That was
You're
that.
loud. That
I
was
heard her
powerful.
on the headphones over
Yeah,
there.
we could all hear it.
That was
Tyler's
impressive.
eyes just about popped out of his head.
Anyway,
keep going.
dapsmagic.com. Go read our opinions.
And where can they find the show?
At youtube.com/dapsmagic. thegeekscorner.com.
I
already said
just
that.
talked about that.
I'm zoning out.
Apparently.
Anyway, that's all
It's
the
got
time we
penguins
have
on the
for
brain.
you tonight, so we'll see you around the corner.
Bye!